Yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Faye, and you're listening to Attacking the Beats on IllMuzik.com. Another 5 beats, another 5 reviews, as usual. And, the last episode that I did a few days back, I forgot that was the 100th episode. I was just like, I didn't even realize. I just recorded it. Then later on, I'm going, wait a second. This is the 100th. Wow. That's a lot. A lot of episodes, a lot of reviews, man. A lot of beats. But I remember when I started it, it was done just on video, just on YouTube. I took it down because, it was good at the time, but, it took a lot more, to do all that, right? I had to process video, right? It takes a lot longer and stuff. It's a lot bigger, the files. And but also, it's just, I just didn't see the need to really have a video because, it's just not really, we didn't need the video for it, really. I'm just doing a review, right? So, but I'm glad I did because, now with YouTube, they're so anal about what you upload and stuff. So imagine now if I was doing it, they'd be checking all the beats, all the samples being used in these beats and stuff, and probably telling me, you got to take this video down, it's copyright infringement and all this bullshit. So anyway, so now we just stay away from that. But anyway, so here we are with episode 101. All right, so first up, we've got Brock with Rip This. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Brock. Rip This. All right, so the first impression I have of this beat was actually it kind of sounds like a demo you'd hear like on a synthesizer, like on a keyboard or something like that. You know what I mean? And because it's just like the synth is very strong, and it's just that it's kind of like you're showcasing all the aspects of the synth that's available, let's say, whatever. But what I do like is that the synth that you have, it's good. It sounds nice. It sounds like you're very good with the synths and everything. So I would like to have heard more consistency in the pattern that you have. Now, like you have the part where there's just like the low end part, and then the beeps and boops. It's kind of like just kind of empty and stuff, and I like that. I think that's really good. When you bring in the choir sample type, I'm not too crazy about that, but I think the main thing really is the drums. I think if you just had a nicer drum track, something that's just a proper drum track, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just a loud enough kick and snare and all that stuff, and maybe some cymbals or whatever. But a proper drum track to go with this, I think that would make the beat okay, because it's just a proper drum track. It sounds nice. That's going to carry the beat, first of all. And then you got these synths that just sound really good. Like, they just sound nice. I think just that alone, just the drum track alone, if you fix that up, it would make a big difference. So I think for now, just focus on that, because it sounds like your synths are pretty good. Like I said, I mean, you could have some change ups in it and make it sound a little better, like the patterns. But besides that, though, yeah, just the drums, man. Focus on that shit for sure. That would make a difference. All right, so next up we got Dirty Beats with Riot. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Dirty Beats with Riot. All right, so on this track, you have a nice put together track actually, but the main thing that really took away was the kick drum, because it's you have the kick coming in so loud that it also comes in at the same time of the orchestra hit. So I don't really hear the orchestra hit as full as I should. You know what I mean? It's like the kick is so hard that it's just it's kind of like it's cutting out the audio. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, when you listen to it, it's just cutting out the rest of the audio that's playing along at the same time as the kick, like the orchestra hit. So I think really the main thing is you just need to fix that kick, man. Just make it so that it's not just the volume though, because it's a very thick kick. So I think you need to just tighten it up a bit. Bring the volume down, tighten it up a bit, and then that way you can everybody be able to hear more of the orchestra hit. It would sound a lot nicer and all that stuff. I was thinking of maybe add some bass line, but then I heard later on the beat you had some more low end come in and all that stuff. So that sounded pretty good. But like I said, just mainly the kick. That's the main thing. Because I like those orchestra hits. They're nice, man. And I like the way you use the violin stuff and everything for for the low end. That was some good shit. But the kick, just cutting out the audio, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm listening to it on headphones, so it's hard to tell. Like, when people are, I don't know, when they send beats in, I don't know how you're mixing, if you have a proper setup to mix or whatever. So, but I notice it. So check it out. Make the change. All right. So next up we have Refum. I always screw someone's name up with Senzala. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Refem with Senzala. All right, so that's deceiving, man. How can you do that? I mean, I'm listening to it, and it's like, it's just these nice keys. I'm like, oh, this is nice. That shit. All of a sudden, the beat just drops in. The drums drop in. I'm like, oh, wow. So that was really loud, though, the drum track. So it's kind of like the previous beat, where, for him it was the kick drum, but for you it was the whole drum track. Very, very loud, so it's cutting out the other audio. So I think really, I mean, I like the music, the melody. It's nice. It's just that I just think that you need to fix those drums. I mean, because they're really rough. I like that. It's nice, but I just you just need to lower the volume, man. Just bring those drums down, and I think it'll sit a lot nicer in the mix, obviously. And also the piano. Piano's dope, but it's that second part of the piano. It just comes in a little too early. It's not on time, with the tempo. So just fix that part. Fix that. Lower the drums, and that would be really, really nice. I like those drums though; they're nice because they're rough. But mix wise, it's not sitting well in the mix with the keys. Because the keys are nice and smooth. I like that shit. But like I said, there's just got to be a nice balance there, which is not there. So fix that part. All right. So next up, we have Tom Rockwell with the Brass Rail. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Tom Rockwell with the Brass Rail. All right, listen, man, 31 seconds. Come on. I mean, you got 2 minutes to play with here. I don't know why some people do that. Maybe it's a mistake. I don't know, but that beat was only 31 seconds, so it's hard to judge that. Because I'm listening to it and I hear the horns and all that stuff. They sound nice, but it's the drums. They sound very light and weak, So I'm thinking like it's like a proper drum track's going to drop in, like something harder. But I can't tell because it cut off at 31 seconds. So I don't know. Send that in again. Give me like a 2-minute version of it, at least a minute and a half or something. Because I want to know where you're going with this. I don't know. I like what I hear. It's just that I was just assuming something else would drop in right at that point where it stopped. So, I don't know if it was a mistake, but yeah, it's only 31 seconds, man. Come on. All right. So next up, we have the last beat. It's Bass with Replaced. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Bass Replaced. At first I thought this was a dance track, really, because of the synth. I've gotten myself. I caught myself like that sometimes. I'm playing with a synth, and it sounds, it's like in EDM type sound or whatever, you know, but I'm just playing with it on the pads and it sounds dope, whatever. But I'm like, wait a second, I can't use this. This is hip hop. So, you know, in your case, I mean, it works. It works. I like it. It's just, I would recommend not having, you know, all that synth part go on for so long by itself without the drums, because, you know, it does sound like it's some kind of dance track at the beginning. Really, it does. So then when the drums drop in, they're good, but I don't know. I mean, I think I heard that a while ago. Somebody sent the beat in where they had the hat and other little percussion stuff pan to one side. So you did that with the hats and stuff, and I don't know. I just don't like that. I mean, I think maybe if you have, you know, let's say kick, snare, and hat, you know, right, like dead center, then you add something else, like some other extra hat or something to the left or right or whatever. I think that'd be okay. So, but to put it just by itself on the side, no, I don't know, because it just makes the drum sound pretty empty, you know, really, you know. But you know, then again, the way you have it, I think this beat would be really good for some vocals. It would, because even though it's got like an EDM type sound to it, I think if you add some, you know, some kind of rapper on top of it, I think it would work for sure. Yeah, but like I said, my preference would be to keep the drums together, not have, you know, have it separated the way you did, you know. So, but that's my personal preference. But still, props on trying something. That's cool. That's what we all gotta do. We gotta try something new. All right, so that's it from me. I'm Mr. Faye. This is Attack of the Beats. Keep sending your beats in. I'll keep reviewing them. And my favorite beat this week, the winner is, drumroll please, Dirty Beats with Riot. Let's check it out.